And here we go. Takeoff of the Boeing 777X.
Woo! That was so incredibly cool to watch.
Through the clouds and filtered sunshine, the beauty of that airplane shines through.
Absolutely. The building anticipation since yesterday. What a proud moment for all these teams around the world like we just saw, and all the people that came out to be a part of this today.
It feels like it's been raining here for 3 weeks, and the sun has finally come out. What a spectacular takeoff.
It really, really was. I think it's a good sign.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to our continuing live broadcast of the 777X first flight. The airplane took off at 10:09 this morning from Payne Field. It's been flying around the skies of Washington for the last 4 hours, and you can see it here on final approach at Boeing Field in Seattle.
Yep, let's just watch that airplane land. Very first landing of the 777X. Cheering for it. Beautiful landing.
Beautiful takeoff, beautiful landing. So for the last 4 hours, the airplane, the pilots have been exercising the XXX's systems and controls as part of a detailed test plan.
Yeah, let's take a look at where the airplane's been flying today. We took out of Payne Field.
Oh, let me stop. They're looking. Wingtips are folding right now.
Oh, yeah, that's
thank
great.
You. Look at those wingtips folding up.
That's great.
And Ted, that's automatic?
Yeah, on landing it's automatic. They get below 50 knots and the wingtips will fold.
Very cool. So as I mentioned before, this is the map of where the airplane flew today. We took off from Payne Field, went over to the east, did some testing up there, as Josh mentioned, about 4-hour flight. And then the aircraft has come and landed here at BFI. Just watching it roll down the runway.
Yeah, these are beautiful images. So we'll just tell you, as you watch this video, you have Josh Green, Emily Sanchez, Ted Grady, one of our Boeing test pilots here. Ted, looking at that map and seeing the flight path, how did they choose that?
Mostly it's determined by weather and airspace. We have some agreed upon routes with air traffic control, and we want to get away from a busy arrival pass into Seattle. So generally it's northern Washington going east-west, and that's generally what they did. Stayed out of the arrival pass, and then tried to stay at a convenient place for our chase airplane to be able to drop into Moses Lake, refuel, and then come and catch them without wasting a lot of time or fuel.
We saw a little circle around what looked like Mount Rainier. Is that like a bonus for you guys?
I think that's probably an essential part of every first flight. Get a hero shot in front of Rainier.
Can you tell us a little bit about what they've been doing in the air for the last 4 hours?
Yeah, sure. After initial takeoff, as we spoke yesterday, assessing the state of the airplane, doing some systems checks, having the chase airplane look them over, make sure everything's looking good, and then they just work through their test points in that first flight test plan, and then they hit a point where it was time to come back based on fuel and time in the air, and they really accomplished everything they needed to for this flight.
And Ted, can you share some of what you were doing after takeoff today and monitoring what the airplane was?
I was in the telemetry room just listening as all the smart folks in there were monitoring the airplane and tracking the flight. It was good to hear we have radio communication with the pilots, and listening to Van and Craig. very pleased with the way the airplane behaved. It behaved as expected. It kind of validated the initial validation of some of those